I don't know if I'm even gonna put this in a video, but I felt like I needed to explain why I'll be having red puffy eyes this video. This month has been really hard. Today is the first day in the office without Tomas. I also talked to my vet this morning, and my dog is dying. We're gonna have to put him down soon. And then my dad has been to the hospital twice, and there's so much going on with him that I can't even talk about. I came into the office and Tomas had left this amazing piece of artwork. If you don't follow them on Instagram, you should. They're an amazing artist. But anyway, I'm gonna push on. I gotta, you know, show up for my business. I haven't been listing this past week, and so today's ship with me is pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it's the sales were bad this weekend, but you know, that's what happens when you don't list. You don't have sales, so I'm not surprised. But it makes, you know, a shitty month even shittier. You have everything going on, then you have to worry about how, you know, your financial situation on top of it. But I'm getting back into it this week. But with Tomas gone now, I'm now figuring out what this is gonna look like for me. So I am planning on actually starting a podcast soon, in which I'll talk all about that in more detail. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, because when that launches, I'll announce it there. I'm just MOGIBETH on Instagram. I'm MOGIBETH everywhere, on Poshmark, Instagram, eBay, everywhere. So anyway, okay. Just had to talk that out, but let's, I gotta go grab all my inventory and then let's get to shipping. It's Monday morning and it's a fresh new week, so let's get going. Thanks for, you know, I don't like to do these tearful, emotional videos, but sometimes it's unavoidable and I just have to talk about what's happening. So thanks for listening, and everything will be okay. It's just, you know, this is life and this is business, and we'll make it through. All right, let's get to work. Okay, time to get shipping. Let me grab some stickers and we're off to the races. So let's start out on Friday. Actually, Friday was the best sales day out of the 3 days, which is surprising because you almost always it's Sunday. But we had $348.99 in sales on Friday, which if that's your best, that's not great. But you know, I warned y'all this weekend was pretty sad. And then our Friday profit, gross profit. So this is what we take home after cost of goods, after the platform fees, and after shipping costs, which that is gross profit by accounting standards. There's always people in the comments who tell me that's net profit, but net profit includes all expenses. So it includes my lease, it includes, you know, softwares, it includes everything. So gross profit just includes your cost of sales. So my gross profit for Friday was $225.35. So let's jump into it. Actually, first sale of Friday, we already shipped out because it sold Friday morning and Tomas was here on Friday and shipped it out. So it was a Madewell resourced cotton swing sweatshirt that I sourced at the bins. I got it for 79 cents. I had it listed for 30 and someone sent me an offer for 18 over on eBay. So I went ahead and accepted that. 18 plus $6.99 shipping. Gave me a gross profit of $13.99 and it only took 11 days to sell, so that was good. The rest of my sales on Friday were on Poshmark, and I actually had a pretty good sales day on Poshmark. So, okay, so we started out Friday with a bundle sale, which is good. I received an offer for 50% off the asking price. And because I had both of these things a little while, I decided to go ahead and accept it. So it was 2 pairs of men's jeans. The first was this pair of Rolas that I had actually thrifted at Goodwill a while ago. And they were half off at Goodwill, so I only paid $3.99 for them. I had them listed for $40, and so within this bundle they sold for $20, which gave me a gross profit of $11.15. So, get this packaged up. And then the other one, this is a pair of jeans that I actually showed y'all in a haul. It was the haul where I talked about things disappearing from my cart. I'll link it up on screen. This is a good Bolo brand to know, in case y'all aren't aware. The brand is R13, and these are the skate jean. A really expensive brand, and these are in excellent condition. I had these listed for $100. I got them at the bins for $1.10, which was amazing. Had them listed for $100, and so they sold in this bundle for $50. Which I had these. I had the Rolas jeans for 239 days, and I had these for 113 days. 113 days isn't that bad, but it's not flying out the door. I actually had another pair of R13 that were flawed that I listed much lower, and they sold really quickly. So it just took a little bit longer for these to sell because of the higher price point, I think, but happy with the sale. Let's see. Grab some poly mailers. Just put these in an oversized poly mailer. Could put them in a box, but this is just so much more convenient. If you are a reseller who makes pretty regular sales of large items or bundle sales, I would recommend buying some oversized poly mailers. And I use this Eco Enclose, which I don't have a link for, but you can also find them on Amazon. And because it's just, it saves so much time. And it is in room. You can also, of course, use free boxes from USPS for Poshmark sales. But time is money. Okay. Next is, actually this was from that same haul, so that's funny. That same haul that I found those R13 jeans in, I found these. I'm pretty sure I showed those R13 jeans in that one. Anyway, now I'm questioning myself. I definitely had this dress in that haul, and it is this Isabelle Marant Etoile dress, really pretty. And I had this listed, I accepted an offer on this one. I had it listed for $125. I received an offer for $65, which is about, you know, a little more than 50% off. But I, having had a slow sales week due to inactivity, I was willing to accept it. So it sold for $65. I got it at the bins for $1.10. Yeah, so it must have been the same day. And that gave me a gross profit of $49.18, and it took 108 days to sell. So those are two really good sales, a $50 and a $65 sale from the bins. So I am very happy with that. I actually had a very high sale from a bins item on the next day, which we'll get into in a second. So I just want to double check my label, make sure it's correct. Yep. And then we're on to the next one. The next sale was actually something I picked up to take to Crossroads, and then they didn't accept it, so I just went ahead and listed it. It is this Penguin, which is a men's brand I don't typically pick up unless it's a substantial piece. But I thought this one was really cute, so I thought maybe they'd accept it at Crossroads. But it's this Penguin kind of, let me show you the print. I don't know if you're gonna see it in the screen grab or in the sale photo, but it's got little birds all over it. I think this was in a video as well, in a Crossroads video that I've done, so I'll link that up on the screen. But anyways, I had this listed for $25, and it sold to a Posher VA offer for $17. If y'all aren't aware, I highly recommend trying out Posher VA. It is such a massive lifesaver in my business, and you can try it out free for 2 weeks. Basically what it is it's a Google Chrome extension that automates a lot of the things you have to do on Poshmark in order to make sales. So it automates your sharing, it automates your offers to likers, and what I have it doing is sending an offer to liker like 1 or 2 minutes after a like comes in on an item for 30% off. And oftentimes that does result in a sale. And so a lot of my sales come from that, including this one. So very happy with that sale. It was something I picked up for Crossroads, so it's not something I picked up to resell, but I'm always happy to see it go. And actually I had another sale like that on a different day. Okay, the next is a brand I haven't been picking up too much, but I just started kind of picking it up here and there when I come across a piece in excellent condition, and it's Aviva by Lululemon. It's Lululemon's kids brand. And so I found these leggings at the bins that were in excellent condition, decided to go ahead and pick them up, and they actually did really well. So I spent 79 cents, and I had it listed for 35. And again, someone accepted my Posher VA offer for 24. And so I had a gross profit of $16.69, and it only took 10 days to sell. So I'm definitely going to continue to pick up Aviva moving forward. If it's a more substantial piece, like a legging, or I actually purchased a dress recently, and yeah, hopefully it continues to do well. I actually spelled Aviva wrong in my listing. It's still sold because there are 2 V's. It goes I-V-I-V-V-A, I'm pretty sure. And I just put 1 V on each one. So still sold, which is good. I'll definitely make sure to remember that for next time. Okay, next was another bins item, and this is a new to me brand. I don't know if I'm going to continue to pick it up. I think I actually sold this on eBay previously, but then buyer never paid. So, you know, I love when that happens. But so when I received an offer over on Poshmark, I just went ahead and accepted it because I've had this 99 days. The brand is Irma Nagildo Zegna. It's an expensive brand, and it's a men's brand. This was a button-down shirt. It cost me only 99 cents to pick it up because I got it at the bins. And I had it listed for 38, and then I received an offer for 18, and I just went ahead and accepted it. It resulted in a gross profit of $11.69. Took 99 days to sell. I'm gonna put this one in a Tyvek mailer. So, you know, not bad. I don't know if I'll continue to pick it up. Probably would on days that are slow. Because $18 isn't too bad, and 99 days isn't too bad. But certainly not a home run. Pro tip, I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's just a little basket. And instead of throwing things away in the trash, just put one of these on your table that you ship on, and you can toss your garbage in there, and then at the end, you can just dump it in the trash and just save some time. Actually, Tomas came up with that one. Thank you, Tomas. I will be grateful for them forever because they were amazing. And anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that, but I'll talk more about it in my podcast. So anyway, let's move on. My next sale, 2 more sales on Friday, 2 good sales. So this was a pair of jeans I actually got at Crossroads, and they were the Goldie 90s pinch waist jeans. With the fee at Crossroads, they have like a, I don't know, 3% fee on all your purchases there. It's a living wage fee. The total cost of goods for these jeans were $25.73. I had them listed for $120, and I received an offer for $90, which I accepted. So that resulted in a gross profit of $44.55, and it sold after only 26 days. So I love selling a Goldie. The pinch waist does especially well, especially the newer styles like this 90s straight leg style. So it was a size 25. I find that smaller sizes in premium denim does well, like a Goldie mother, and I actually had a mother sale later on this weekend. So yeah, very happy with this sale, and it definitely makes me want to continue to source at Crossroads. That's kind of my strategy right now, is doing mostly bins and then some Crossroads, just because Crossroads, the cost of goods is so much higher, but it's so easy to find premium inventory like brands by a Goldie and so forth that are going to sell for kind of a $75 plus dollar amount. So I'm happy about that sale. And then my last sale, this is a really good Bolo brand to know. I picked this up at the bins. It is a Sling. I would have never known about this before having kids, or I don't have kids, a child. Lulu, who is 7 months. And I actually purchased one of these from eBay. I never used it, so I need to sell mine. But it is a Sling, and the brand is Wildbird. And for whatever reason, these things retain their value really well. I think maybe this color they don't make anymore, but it is a linen ring sling in mustard yellow. I had it listed, I think, for $62, and it sold for $40 to an offer, and I'm very happy with that. And it sold after only 29 days, and it resulted, I only paid $1.12 for it because I got it at the bins, and it resulted in a gross profit of $29.16. I'm actually going to grab my tape so that I can make this look pretty good. And if y'all ever see anything that I'm using that you're curious as to where I got it, chances are you can find it on my Amazon page. If you just Google MOGIBETH Amazon, it should come up, and then it's going to take you to a page where it says reseller favorites. Click on that and you'll see all of the things I use. Like, I'm pretty sure this Scotch tape dispenser is on there. It definitely comes in handy. I use it a lot. God, I'm saying we. I use it a lot. So, anyways. All packaged in. Okay, so moving on to Saturday. Saturday was my worst sales day of the weekend. I had a total sales of $183.98 with a gross profit of $133.85, but I actually only had 3 sales and I had 1 really good sale. So I had 2 eBay sales. First was this Free People little secret button down. I got this at the bins. It's really cute. I had it listed for $40 based off of comps on Poshmark, but again, sales were slow. So when I received an offer for $20 on eBay, I just went ahead and accepted it. It was $20 plus $5.99 shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $15.96 after shipping and fees and everything like that. And it took 77 days to sell. So I'll get this packaged up. Because I'm shipping it on eBay first class, I do have to use a non-priority mail mailer, so I can't use Tyvek, which is another reason you're going to want to have these handy. I'll actually grab this. Okay. And then my other sale on eBay was this By the Way CC square neck bodycon dress. I thrifted this dress at Goodwill. I've had it listed for a little while. I spent $7.99 on it. With black items, I like to go over it one more time with a lint roller. Jeez Louise. All right, one of those days. But actually, lint rollers are something that I think you shouldn't skimp on. You should get good quality lint rollers, and I have some in my Amazon store because the cheap ones are just not worth the headache. So anyway, okay, I thrifted this at Goodwill for $7.99, and I had it listed for $40, and so I received an offer for $30 plus $7.99 shipping, which I accepted. And that gave me a gross profit of $24.68, so that's not bad. It took 215 days to sell, but I'd probably still pick it up again because I like selling By the Way, which is an in-house Revolve brand. Similar to Super Down. So, that done. And then my last sale on Saturday was a good one. It was this CP Shades Maxi Dress, and I got this at the bins for $1.07. This had a small stain on it, which I stain treated, and it came out so easily and beautifully, so I was very happy about that. And I had it listed for $120, and it was taking a while. It was just sitting there, and I was like, is this CP Shades good? Did I overprice it? You know, is this gonna sell? And then it miraculously sold on Saturday for full price for $120. So very, very happy. Anytime I sell anything from the bins for over $100, I am a happy camper. And I thought this dress was so pretty. A great CP Shades piece. And I actually covered CP Shades in a bread and butter brand video, I think. But it's a brand that I really wasn't picking up. And now I always do, especially when I come across it at the bins. And so this was my first really good CP Shades sale that I am very, very happy with. So I spent $1.07 on it at the bins, and again it sold for $120, which resulted in a gross profit of $93.21. And it took 139 days to sell. So that's actually not too bad. It's not, you know, flying out the door, but I'm really happy with this sale. Very, very happy. Maybe my favorite sale from the weekend. So definitely going to continue to pick up CP Shades. And without this sale, Saturday would have been really sad. Okay. And then moving on to our last day, Sunday. I guess, you know, the good part about the silver lining of having bad sales is that you don't have to spend too much time shipping. But my Sunday sales were $234.48, and my gross profit on Sunday was $167.66. So let's get started. I had about 6 sales on Sunday. The first, this was a good sale, was this Wilfred billow top. Wilfred is an in-house Aritzia brand, and it's also something I think I've talked about on this channel. I'm picking up a lot more Aritzia brands than I used to pick up, but I got this at the bins for 92 cents. After checking comps, I listed this top at 40 bucks, even though it's just kind of a simple puff sleeve blouse. I believe it must be in demand because I would have priced at 40 otherwise. And it sold full price on eBay, but all my full price sales on eBay are 10% off because I'm constantly running a 10% off sale on eBay. So it sold for $36 plus $5.99 shipping. And it resulted in a gross profit of $28.05. And it sold after only 124 days, so, you know, about 3 months. So that is great. I am happy with this sale, you know. This is definitely a type of piece that I think a lot of people would pass on, but it did really well, so I'm really happy with it. And then I had one more sale on eBay, and I've talked about sourcing on ThreadUp and the RealReal before. This was a pair of new tag mother jeans that I sourced on the RealReal, and I got them for $14.25, which is crazy. I think I got them for $13 plus they always charge shipping on the RealReal, and so I just cost averaged my shipping. So it came out to $1.25 per piece that I purchased. So I purchased these for $14.25, new with tag mother jeans. I mean, if they were at Goodwill, they would be priced way higher. So I love sourcing on the RealReal and ThreadUp, and I've done videos on it. I'll link one up on the screen. I had it listed for $145. I sent 30% off offer to likers on eBay as well, and so someone accepted it, and that was $101.05 plus $7.99 shipping, so $109.49. And so it resulted in a gross profit after shipping, fees, etc. of $89.27. So such a great sale, and it only took 24 days to sell. So very, very happy. Going to continue to purchase inventory from the RealReal and ThreadUp, and the reason I also love sourcing that way is you can just do it from your home. And so, you know, having a baby, I can just source while she's sleeping, which is really nice. It's kind of similar to me to sourcing at Crossroads. So I'm kind of utilizing those two strategies, the bins and then Crossroads / online arbitrage. Okay, and those were my eBay sales for Sunday, and then I had 4 Poshmark sales. So the first was this Torrid baby doll blouse. I had just listed this and it had some flaws. And actually, this is a blouse. When before Tomas had their last week, they were training me just on some tips and tricks they had come to figure out when photographing. And this is one of the pieces that we photographed together. Anyway, so I'm gonna not cry, but I photographed this Torrid baby doll blouse, and I listed it on Poshmark, but actually, because I didn't list or cross list it all last week, I didn't have a chance to cross list, but it sold on Poshmark anyway. I got it at the bins for 90 cents, and it had some flaws, so I listed it only for 17 bucks. So it sold with a Posher BA offer for 30% off for 11 bucks. And so it resulted only in a gross profit of $5.43, but it sold after only 6 days. So I love picking up Torrid, and I will definitely continue to pick Torrid up. If I had seen the flaws, I would have picked it up, but they weren't too bad. It was just like a few runs, and I disclosed it and showed a picture of it. Okay, and then I had a sale for a pair of shoes. These shoes were in high demand. I mean, okay, they're nicely packaged. I received a ton of offers on these. I received an offer on eBay for them, which I accepted, but then the person never paid. I accepted an offer on Poshmark where I had a payment issue and the person never paid, which, you know, actually ended up being a great thing because I had them listed for $50, and then on Sunday I received an offer for $42. And so, you know, I accepted that, and that was a really good sale. So I need to get these packaged up in a oversized box, but this is a pair of Jessica Simpson Alinda cork-wedge sandals. This is the type of piece I probably wouldn't pick up if I came across it, but I got it in liquidation. It's new at tag, and I think because it was red, white, and blue striped, that's why a lot of people were interested in it. Not sure. But I received these in a liquidation pallet for $4.85, and then sold them for $42, like I said, and which resulted in a gross profit of $27.03. They took 235 days to sell, but you know, they sold to the right person, so I'm happy. Dispenser is indispensable. It's a really good one, and I have it also in my Amazon store. Okay. Okay. Easy peasy. Couple more sales. So every Sunday I run a sale on my closet, in my Poshmark closet using Posher VA. I run 40% off of everything, send offers to likers. And I usually get quite a few sales from that, but this weekend I did not. So I think I got one sale. Yeah, I don't know. One sale? Yeah. From that, so I don't know what happened. Actually, I don't know if it actually went through. Maybe it got interrupted, or maybe it was Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. So that's also a factor at play. No one's shopping potentially when you're at Super Bowl parties. But it was this Who What Wear acid wash denim skirt. This is another piece, like I said, from Crossroads, or that I purchased to take to Crossroads. So it's definitely got that kind of, 80s, 90s aesthetic of the acid wash, which is trendy. Even though it's a Target brand, I wanted to see if Crossroads would accept it, and they did not. So I ended up listing it for 18 bucks, and it sold 40% off for $10. I'm happy to see it go. I wouldn't pick it up again to sell, but it's cute, so I'm glad it found a new home. And it resulted in a gross profit, because I got it at the bins for 93 cents, of $4.40, and it took 91 days to sell. So not too bad, but yeah, I wouldn't pick it up again because a $10 sale just really isn't worth, and a $4 gross profit really isn't worth the time it takes to photograph, list, etc. So my last sale was also something from the bins, and it's this new with tag Urban Outfitters skirt. Really, really cute. I got it for 80 cents, and I had it listed for 29, and someone accepted my 30% off offer for 20. So that resulted in a gross profit of $13.48, and it took 174 days to sell. So it took a little while, longer than I would have liked, but that's okay. Alright, well that is my last sale from this weekend. My total sales for this past weekend were $767.45, and my total gross profit was $526.66. So, on a good Sunday, I can make that in one day, $767. So it is obviously disheartening that, our sales are so slow, but it's very obvious as to why that is. I did not list the entire week. So no listing, no sales, but sometimes, life gets in the way and you have to attend to other things. So I was in Wichita all that week, dealing with a family emergency, and so luckily Tomas was in that week, and I'm really grateful for that. That was our last week. And so yeah, now I am going to figure out how to do this all myself. And I'm just excited to do the podcast and to continue to show up here on YouTube to just share that journey and share, how my business is doing. And if you are still here, what I would love is for you to share one good sale from February, because reading y'all's successes gives me so much, motivation, and I just love reading that. So if you wouldn't mind commenting down below, what's just one good sale you've had, or one good brand you've really had success with recently, because yeah, I just love hearing from y'all, and it makes me smile, it makes me happy, and I just love reading y'all's comments. So okay, with that, I'm gonna go get these downstairs so our USPS person can pick them up. But thanks so much for watching. I'll be here this Thursday with another video, and then I'll see you next Monday with another ship with me. So, all right, love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Okay, bye.